Hello everyone, welcome back to ESL TV. We are into the grand finals of the Spanish qualifiers for the Black Monster Cup. We've got Overgaming coming up against Steve Bakes Cookies. And this, I want to say epic best of three. Hopefully it will be an exciting best of three here. And right now, notice off the bat, Yaro has some bounty items. Not sure if intentional or I don't know. But he has gone back, has picked up his Dorn Shield. And has gotten his trinket as well. So here we go. Get underway with this game here. We're going to find out which one has what it takes to pick up the extra 250 euros. Both teams are now qualified for the spring finals. And we'll see that coming up later in the year. We have obviously a lot more qualifiers coming up within the next couple weeks here. So if you guys are actually interested in signing up and playing, as long as you have 2 people on your team from that region, you can head over to blackmonstercup.com and go ahead and sign up for those right there if you fancy your chances. So right now, looks like both junglers are going to go for a standard start here. We're going to have Carbonite start over at his red and Retador start over his blue. Let's go over the lineups for you guys because I know it's the first time you guys seen it over gaming if you've been with the English stream the entire night. We have Jerome in the top lane, Naruto in the jungle, Exterminare as middle, Samix and Babetta as AD carry and support. And over for, well, Steve Baked Cookies. Steve Bakes Cookies. We have, sorry, Steve Unrenekton in the top lane, Carbonize in the jungle. We have Belgian Beast in mid lane, Matraco's AD carry, and Yurao as support. And I was saying before, earlier on the game, Ritsador, Matraco, and Belgian Beast all used to be on a team together, TCM, until I guess they didn't qualify, so they unfortunately have broke up, but they definitely know how each other play. And we'll see if that's going to affect this game here. And now we're a little bit of trading happening over towards the bottom lane. All tied up in CS here, but they are shoving the lane in, trying to get that level 2 a little bit early on. Matraco taking a little bit of damage. Samix does get stunned up. Going to be backing away off of that, and a lot of action already breaking out with this game so far. But take a look at items real quick. We have a Dorn Shield start in the top lane by both laners. In the mid lane, we have the same start as well with the Dorn's rings and the health pots. AD carry is going for the same build as well as support switch. Everyone has the exact same build so far. I think that's easier to say than going over every single item currently in this game. And you've seen Steve give Jerome a little bit of trouble right there as he's just charging through him. I want to say that Renton should be able to win that one since he's more of a caster AD bruiser than an auto attack AD bruiser. But obviously that Malphite is just going to be used for that initiate for the team fights to deliver that ball into the entire squad of Steve Bakes Cookies. So right now bottom lane, a little bit of CS heavy in favor of Matraco. And Samix, remember him, used to be the top laner for Giants, but he was always a support. Had some very, very amazing Zyra games back in the spring split. And Carbonite, we saw him earlier on Lee Sin. Had a fantastic game on that champion. I think it was 5-1 and something like that. Built basically pure damage off of it as well, and was able to just completely dominate the entire map. But right now, top lane, Steve does have a giant CS leader, 17-9. And that's not due to the wave. That's just due to him, I guess, pressuring out Jerome. And yeah, there's a couple of minions there to hit, but there's 8 there. So if he can last him on a turret, then he should be pretty caught up here. But we'll see if that one's going to happen in just a second. We are having a little bit of invade happen out of Naruto. And I can tell you this, and I'm sorry I don't know more about Carbonite, but Naruto, I know he's one of those junglers where he likes to take the kills, and he likes to get really fed, and that's one thing that helps make him carry the game. But once he gets denied that, if he's not picking up the kills, he has a really tough time, and right now he's taking quite a bit of damage here. Might be forced to Ghost Alice. Actually does pop that one. Gonna be able to walk away from this one, but a lot of damage being traded. He's still fancying his chances right there. I'm not sure why he's pushed up that far, but I guess it's because Belgian Beast is currently out of mana. Bottom lane, though, CS lead's still in favor of Steve Bakes Cookies. And the hook has landed on Matraco. He's going to miss his action. He's going to go for the Flay as well. They're going for some good damage. He's actually dropping pretty low. Ignite and a couple of attacks might be enough to do it. He's just going to back out of this one. Some good damage. Good initiate out of Babetta. In the meantime, we are seeing Carbonite go for this Wolf Camp here. Going to steal it away from Naruto. And he's just sticking around, potentially going for a re-gank on middle, or at least a counter gank, which Carbonite is going to go for again, it looks like. Exterminare, he does have his flash to escape, obviously. He does have barrier as well. He's going to get the initiative on right here. Should be fine, though. Actually dodges the Q out of Carbonite right there. Does get knocked back into the team, though. And should be able to walk out of this one scotch-free, not taking too much damage. But we'll save both of his summoners off of that. Meantime, top lane, CS lead is just getting bigger and bigger currently for Steve. And that's one thing that I was talking about that kind of worries me about a Malphite in a team, is that if you're mid lane, if that Orianna gets shut down or your bottom lane doesn't have that great of a time, you're running with 2 DPS, or Renekton can provide a lot more DPS than a Malphite can in fights. And that can really be a detriment to you later on in the game. But we'll see how that one goes. We'll see how that develops as this progresses on. And Carbonite spending more time, it seems, in the enemy jungle than his own. Looks like he's just going to go in for a gank yet again here, it looks like. Exterminator has flash, still has barrier. And the Wee's pushed up against him. I think they're maybe trying to bait out Naruto here, but he's currently not really going for that. Going to be farming up his own jungle, going for that level 6 here relatively soon. It's actually tied up with Carbonite in terms of experience. And Jerome and Steve still just duking out here in this top lane. Jerome, he's catching up in CS a little bit. It's only down 10 currently. In the mid lane, we do see a fight. Actually see the flash come out of Carbonite right there. First blood does go over to Ziggs. And we're seeing Naruto chase down Belgium because he picks up the kill. So 1-for-1 trade here. And now Carbonite trying to back away here as he has a little bit of health. Not much to survive. If the X is going to be enough to land it, is he going to go for it? No, he gets the back away. So he will have a 1-for-1 trade right there. And that first blood will be going over to Belgian Beast with that ignite. So not sure how that gank went down, but both junglers were there to help out. And in the end, they both get what they need, except unfortunately for Exterminator, he didn't even get the assist off of that. So working out, obviously, in Steve Bakes Cookie's favor. I was actually talking to Belgian Beast, now that I think about it. I was asking him, why is your name Steve Bakes Cookies? And he said something in the general direction of, you make a stupid rank 5's team name and it just sticks with you. So I guess that's where their name came from. Carbonite should be hitting level 6 really soon. They actually might get it off of that white camp. It might go for a gank on this bottom side as we do hear that hook land. I believe it was onto a minion though. You can see that pressure that Steve Bakes Cookies is able to apply with that anti-stun. Gonna go from the Bavetta. Not really gonna take too much damage from it though. Gonna get the flail on Matraco. They're trying to get some good chip onto him. It does take a little bit, but he has that Vamp Scepter. He's gonna be able to heal up quite easily. Carbonite not hitting level 6 unfortunately. Going to be moving over back into his jungle. Going for the red camp, as well as Naruto going for an invade, it looks like. His blue is up. He wants to get over to Exterminator, but he also wants to steal. He does not have his trinket up. He does not have a ward. He's going to pretty much end up face checking this here. Carbonite going to go for the smite, and Naruto just going to be a second too late right there. He's going to spot Carbonite here. He's going in for the fight as well. He's doing some pretty good damage. Naruto going to get slowed up by that red buff. Forces Carbonite out, so he's going to back away. And so now rotating over towards middle and towards his blue, I'm assuming. He's going to get that buff over to Exterminator very soon, but he does realize that the blue buff, he knows about when it's going to be up, which is right now. So he could actually go for a little bit of a counter there, knowing that Carbonite was pushed out. Instead, going for his blue just to kind of secure that for Exterminator. Maybe go for it after that. And you see Steve has picked up a Tiamat. Not really too much of a threat for him in the top lane. Not really taking too much damage, so why not go for some extra damage for himself and also get some extra lifesteal and sustain. Bottom lane though for both teams, we did finally have Semix go back, bought a Doran's Blade. Sorry, actually he hasn't gone back in a little bit, but he has a Doran's Blade, has a Vamp Scepter. We had Babette to go back, pick up a couple of wards, a Ruby Crystal as well. And Chidori should know that red buff's up. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it. Looks like he's just going to secure his red instead. That's exactly what he's going to do. Give away this blue buff. Well, not give away, but let them have it for Steve Bakes Cookies. And he will be able to secure that one for himself here. In the meantime, Exterminator going to keep farming up those raids as much as possible. Try to build up a CS lead, but he's currently down about 8 at the moment. And Jerome, I'm really curious how this top lane's going to go, because he's actually getting shoved out of the lane, being forced to walk all the way around. Actually, he might be going for a gank on the middle in the meantime to make something happen off this. He's not going to be spotted out by the ward. This could be very dangerous. This could be very deadly, and Belgium Beast might get caught. He's going in for a counter gank now, but he doesn't know it just yet. Carbonite coming in. The ultimate comes out of runner. They do catch a hold of Belgium Beast, but now Exterminator is getting locked down. He's getting very low. He's going to fall now, and Belgium Beast, he's very low in health, but can Jerome block this one down? He has a Cyclist Shard coming up right now. The flash coming in. He needs a Cyclist Shard, but he gets it at last second. Will pick up that blue buff, and now he's trying to run away here. There is a red buff on Carbonite, but Naruto will be coming in here in just a second. He will be able to save that one and keep it for himself. And another 1-for-1 trade coming in here, but Exterminator unfortunately getting the worst of those two. Jerome just going to back away here as Naruto will be coming around from the side. He is spotted out by a ward though. I think he's looking for Carbonite in the jungle, and he's going to find him here in just a second. And he's going to spot him out. He knows he's there. He's going to go in for him as he looks like they're going to be heading for Dragon. I'm pretty sure he saw him right there. At least they see him now, and he's still sitting inside that jungle. He's going to be spotted by the ward now as he comes into this bush. And it looks like he might not be able to pick up something on Steve. They're trying to go for him here, but he's very slippery, very fast. Meantime, bottom lane still just farming away while all this action is happening. Naruto does get spotted out though. He's going for that invade. He's going to spot Carbonite here. Will he have the damage to make this one happen? He has Ghost. He has his ultimate, and he sees Ziggs there now. He's going in for the fight here. This is actually really dangerous. He's going to get the kill, but he will donate over his red buff to Belgian Beast, as well as a blue buff. Oh, sorry, just Yeah, the red and the blue buff. He donates both buffs to Belgium, and now he's sitting there with double buffs in the mid lane. And Exterminare was already having a very tough time. In the meantime, bottom lane, we do see a fight finally break out here, but Beta getting stunned up with that Tibbers. We'll be able to walk away from this one without dying, at least. And it will force Matraco to actually go back to base and buy up here. So they're not going to get the kill they need. But he still will have his Adoration stacks going for him. And at least be able to pick up that kill in the end. But now, Belgian Beast is going to be really hard to deal with for him. Double buffs, he's Ziggs, he's got 2 kills. But luckily for Exterminare, he doesn't have an item advantage over him just yet. Meantime, top lane. Still see the CS lead growing for Steve. Actually pop his ultimate, trying to push Jerome out of lane. I want to say doing some good damage, but it's really slow, as you can see. Not really doing too much. He's just trying to force him out somehow, but it's just not really working. Not really going to do that to a Malphite. He does have that Sunfire cape, but he's making a miss out on quite a bit of CS here. As a Malphite, can't really afford to do that too much. We'll be leveling up that ground stem for some wave clear to kind of keep up with that Renekton, who can do it very well. Carbonite isn't spotted going for the skink on the middle, I believe. No, he actually is spotted as the pings finally have come down. He does have his ultimate available. They're trying to bait this one in here. Exterminare going to get engaged on front on the backside, but look at the damage! It just doesn't matter. He does have the barrier, but he goes down to Carbonite, and this gank gets completely countered out. Nerdsaur is going to try to chase down Belgium Beast here, trying to get that double buff back. He does get it off him, but will he escape with his life now because he has that ghost popping? Carbonite going to try to land this Q. He does get it onto him, and that is going to give now Carbonite over that double buff. It's been traded into 3 people now. And a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Steve Bake's Cookies. So it works out really well for them. Carbonite at the right place at the right time, having that damage, that Spirit of the Elder Lizard, compared to the 2 Doran's Blades of Neruzador currently. Top lane, 50 CS difference approaching right now. Getting very dangerous for Jerome. Or let's just say getting very dangerous for Overgaming, since they're going to have to deal with that. Meantime, Carbonite going to be going for Dragon. Going to be able to take this one pretty much by himself. And it won't be spotted out either. So, free Dragon, about 12.5 minutes in. Does give Steve Bake's Cookies a little bit more of a lead. Now they're currently up 3.3 thousand gold. And it seems to only be getting bigger and bigger at this point. Alright, now Neruzador is towards the bottom side of the map, but Steve, he's got full control of this top lane with that T-Man. He's got a lot of gold to spend, 1,800, almost 1,900. He's got the lane shoved in. He has that turret very low. In the meantime, we did see a kill go down bottom. Unfortunately, we didn't really see his Neruzador did come in here, but unfortunately, it's now a 2-on-2 Matraco. He's getting very low. Looks like he will go down to Neruzador, and they're going to turn their sights over to Andy, who doesn't have the flash go away, does have the stun, but not going to escape those axes. He's going to eventually go down here in just a second. Actually, Ziggs coming in. He's actually doing some good dodge here. A nice little bit of a satchel charge does keep him away, and Andy will survive here with the help of Belgian Beast, so he does escape that one. Fantastic job, and it turns into just a 1v1 instead, and it's unfortunate for Samix right there. He's now 0-1-1, but he almost has that Bloodthirst completed. But obviously, as you see, Draven does have his done now, and we are seeing Steve go for a little bit of counter on here. Blue buff has spawned. I believe he has seen it, and he actually does know where Jerome is. Is he know if there's steal? I think no, he doesn't know that a ward was placed down in there. And you can see they know he's there, and they want to stop this blue buff from being stolen. Looks like Exterminare is going to be coming over from middle. You have Carbonate coming in from his side of the jungle, though, and Jerome is nowhere to help out with this one. And it's going to be just completely stolen away by Carbonate. Just going to smite that away, deny that away from Exterminare, and keep their lead going. And this is what I was trying to say earlier. You know, if an Orianna falls behind, it's really tough to stay competitive in the game. You need that ultimate to do a lot of damage. You need to have that combo working, that wombo combo, if you're going to pull this composition off, to really make it work for you. And right now, it's unfortunate for them that they just don't have the ability to do it yet. Bottom lane though, Hirao getting a little bit overextended, but not taking too much damage just yet. Doesn't seem even just solo harassing Samix and Babetta, and Carbonite does have his ultimate available, going to go for that white camp. It's actually got the white camp more than I've seen most junglers do. Now that I think about it, does have a brutalizer for some extra damage. Going for that same kind of build that he went on that Lee Sin with those boots and mobility to top that off. And the damage, it's going to be really hard to deal with. I mean, even Steve has quite a bit of damage, has a Giant's Belt. Meantime, bottom lane, we do see Andy finally go down. Neruzador has been able to come in and pick up a gank. And they do actually feed that one over to Semix. Sorry, guys, I'm doing camera and casting, and it's already late. But now we see Exterminare getting caught with the ultimate of Vi. Flashes out of the Ziggs ultimate, though, trying to run away here. But the red buff's going to be enough to keep him. Look at that damage that Carbonite's able to do. Now at a killing spree, 4-1. This game is starting to get really out of hand. Yeah, it's 7-6 in kills, but there is a 4,000 gold difference. and you have a fed Carbonite and a Belgian Beast on Ziggs, who's not doing too bad for himself either. Renekton hasn't really even appeared in these fights, and he's 160 farm here, 15.5 minutes in. It's looking very, very grim just from this stage of the game. Either way, though, we do have Exterminator able to pick up his Athenes and Holy Grail. Belgian Beast should be sitting on a little bit of money. 1,800, that's a little bit here. Carbonite going for, or potentially going for a gank on the top side. Gonna be swinging around, does spot Nurtador here. He's gonna be going for the fight onto Nurtador. Is very low in health. He does pop the Ghost, trying to run away. He will escape this one, but having to commit that Ghost just to run away is a little bit unfortunate now. Even Jerome coming in from the side, but with that Brutalizer, pretty sure Carbonite can take this fight on, and not to mention with Steve there in the vicinity to help out from that top lane. Looks like they might even just push the turret down, get a load of extra gold off of this, and maybe turn to something else, because Dragon coming up at about 2 minutes, I want to say. Should be up fairly soon. And that would be the perfect time for them to go for it, having that top turret down. So I think they're going to be going for a gank on this top side. Nurtador is heading down. Meantime, we do see a fight on the top side. Sorry, Jerome on head-to-head against Steve. And I see that one didn't really go anywhere, but Samek's actually getting caught out right there a little bit. Now, but Beta, he's going to go down for this one. Actually does land the hook, just stalling it for a little bit longer as Nurtador trying to come in. Doesn't have Ghost to catch up, misses the axe, unfortunately. Nero's going to get the stun onto him. Nurtador does have ultimate, though, so they could potentially catch up. If he does land it, he does get it, and they're going to go straight for this. Ultimate is going to be popped in just a second. There it is. He won't be stunned up anymore. He's going to be able to pick up this kill. Nero's not going to be able to escape this one, and they're turning their chances towards Matraco here, but he has that Bloodthirster. He's staying alive, and here comes Ziggs. Here comes Vi. This is going to be dangerous. Nurtador knows he's going to die. He's going to go in for this one head-to-head against Matraco. Matraco picks that one up. Another kill for himself. And Lucian also went down to Ziggs as well. So now 10-7. 30.2 thousand gold to the 23.2. You can see Euro talking about Nurtador right there as the ultimate from Zig coming in to clear out the wave. Now you're seeing Exterminator. He's been having a bad time here. Now getting chased down by Steve. Ultimate going to come out. It's going to be able to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. The Ignite has come down. Looks like he should be able to escape this one. Steve doesn't really have a way to catch up to him right now, but Exterminator, where is he going? He doesn't have a turret to run to. He's going to be caught out here. Unless he does get a sneaky back, but you have Andy coming in from the side. You have Carbonite coming in as well. He's going to be going over towards the top side looking for an escape. You do see a flash coming for Carbonite. Use the ultimate. I'm pretty sure that was not necessary. He's going to pick up the kill. And that is a 5-1-2 Vi. And Traco, he even picked up a Last Whisper now. Full item ahead of his opponent. And those Adoration stacks definitely doing work. I mean, he's at 7,100 gold total to the 5,200 of Samix currently. Meantime, though, Steve gonna keep pushing that top lane. Why not? Not being contested at all. Can't really be killed 1v1. We do actually see Jerome going for Sword Boots. Going for a little bit of extra damage, realizing that they kind of gonna need it. Doesn't really need those Merc Treads, considering he will be the one engaging, and there's only really 2 stuns on the other team. Hook not gonna land. The turret already very low, though, so they could push this one down. Nurtador is coming down for a gank here. I believe he was not spotted coming in. There was nowhere to see this. Except that one right there that was just put down. And you see the flash of a Beta. Unfortunately, he's going to miss the flay onto it. We're going to see Carbonite potentially come down here, but instead he's more interested in Dragon. And why not? He has his whole team there. He's taking it on very, very fast. He even has a Black Cleaver. Going for that full damage build. They're going to close this game out here in pretty much the next couple of minutes. They have the items they need. They have the tank out of the top laner. They have the damage. And this bomb turret isn't going to survive for much longer here. And look at the damage that Beta just took from one hit from Matraco. Pair lane with Belgian Beast, and they're definitely going to go down here. Carbonite, though, going for a little bit of invade. Looking for maybe Nurtador in the jungle. Red buff, unfortunately, she's not up, but they're just pushing down middle. And Nurtador, I mean, someone has to come help this. This turret might even just fall right now because it's taking quite a bit of damage. The bottom lane, though, they actually see them going for the push. They do get that turret. And we see Carbonite coming in for a gank yet again onto Exterminator. He's going to go down again. And he is not having a good game. 0-6 now. And they're going to continue to push that middle lane, not to mention continue to push that bottom lane with the help of Ziggs. And they're not worried about this whatsoever. They have that giant goal lead, almost 10,000 gold, 20 minutes in. Getting some good damage onto that turret. You even see Steve coming down from middle, trying to make this one go down a little bit quicker as Carbonite still pushing the middle turret down to below half health. And they should be able to pick this one up at least relatively soon. Or at least when they want to, they should be able to lock that one down. Right now, I mean, you're seeing just the CS lead. Oh, no, the ultimate out of... Oh, Matraco! He catches Samix backing away. I wish I was moving a little bit quicker on that one, but it's been a long night. Picks up the kill. And he is now 4-1. He's on a killing spree. Now, Nurtador getting caught. He has ult to get away. He has Ghost. So he's going to use the lantern. Gets caught, but Annie's done that now. But Beta getting very low. Now Zig's going to get the Q. Going to be enough to pick that one up. Annie gets that one. And now Jerome finally coming in, looking for the kill here. He has the ultimate to lock down Belgium. If he wants to do it, he does go in. He does have the Stark Boots. He's going to pick up that one. But at what cost? He might now go down for this one as a surrender vote actually comes out of Overgaming. We're going to see the first game of the Special 3 go over to Steve Bakes Cookies in a very one-sided fashion, 14-8. And over a 10,000 gold lead. You had a 1-0-1 Steve in the top lane, 206 CS to the 160. You had a 5-1 and 3 jungler on the hands of Carbonite, 3-4-5 for Belgium Beast, 4-1 for Matraco, and a 1-2-3 for Urao. So just a fantastic game overall. They punished Exterminari. They realized if they can keep them out of the game, they're probably going to be able to control that one. And they in fact did. So very well played by them. That means we're going to go to a quick little break. But when we come back, we'll be coming into game number 2. Can Overgaming come back? Can they take it to a game number 3? Or Steve Bakes Cookies lock them out and take it in a clean 2-0 sweep? So guys, we'll play a little bit of music, and when we come back, we will have that second game.